Focusing on fear always makes it worse. When I can relax enough, I become able to change my focus. I can put my mind on loving, supportive, constructive ideas. I can't make fearful thoughts go away. Struggling with them makes them loom larger. Instead, I can redirect my mind to more peaceful, calming thoughts and circumstances. Every time I do this, I am choosing peace instead of fear. The more I choose peace, the more it becomes a part of my life. With practice, I get better at redirecting my mind. I learn how to spend less time focusing on fear. I grow stronger in my ability to choose wholesome, helpful thoughts over fearful ones. I make time to relax, to reconnect with that place deep within inside myself that is always at peace. When I take the time to do this, I can choose to move away from fearful thoughts. I can allow my mind to expand into a wider place that is much larger than my fearful thoughts. Fear requires a narrow, small focus of my mind. When I relax or meditate, my mind becomes deep enough and large enough to transcend fear. I am learning to see that my fearful thoughts grossly overestimate risk or threat. The true risk I faced in most situations is actually very small. True, it's impossible to eliminate risk from life altogether. Being in a physical body in the physical world necessitates some risk. Only in heaven is there an eternal, risk-free state. I'm learning to recognize my tendency to exaggerate risks, to blow them out of proportion. Every fear involves both overestimating the risk of danger and underestimating my ability to cope. If I take the time to examine my fearful thoughts, I'll discover that in most cases they are unrealistic. When I choose to see most situations as they truly are, I see that they are not dangerous. If I practice replacing my fearful thoughts with real thoughts, eventually my fearful thoughts will diminish. Every time I feel afraid, I recognize the unreality of my fearful thoughts and let go of them more easily. The important thing is not to feed fear, not to dwell on it or give it energy. Instead, I can practice redirecting my attention to something, anything, that makes me feel better. I can focus on talking to a friend, reading something uplifting, working with my hands, listening to a tape, or any number of activities that help to take my mind off fear. With practice, I become more and more adept at moving away from fearful thoughts, of not indulging in them. I begin to become master rather than victim of my mind. I learn that I have more and more choice about fear. I can step into it or out of it, and as time passes, I learn to step out of it.